Hey, it's Paul. So in this training, I'm going to give my take on conversational marketing. Some call it Facebook networking, some call it Facebook chat, some call it Facebook conversational marketing, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's about going out and making connections. I haven't prepared for this. I'm just going to talk straight from the heart, off the cuff, and see what comes out, because it's something I do whenever I've done a massive build. This has been part of it. Okay. And as you get more established online, as your following grows, because you do this stuff, you don't have to do so much of it, okay? Because everybody worries about it being time consuming, and it doesn't have to be. I'll give you a couple of tips to help with that. Here's Phoebe, by the way. This is Phoebe, who's getting used to the new house. So she's just found my office, haven't you? Okay, so you might have to go out there if you're going to be a pain. Oh, you're on camera. Okay, so me and Phoebe are going to teach you conversational marketing. So here's where it's easy to teach. Just talk to people. And here's where it's difficult to teach because everybody wants a script. Yes, Paul, but what do I say? I'm going to give you a scenario. I take you to a massive wedding reception. It's in a massive marquee. There's 200 guests. There's 200 people there. And I said to you, I want you to go in there and I just want you to speak to people. You go, well, what do I say? And I say, well, just say hello, just introduce yourself. Just talk, make small talk like you would normally. That's what you do with Facebook, okay? And I'm going to give you the other side of the equation shortly. But that is predominantly all you need to do. Just talk. You see, in the marquee, in the wedding reception, you would go up to people and you would go, oh, hey, do you know the bride? Do you know the groom? What brings you here? Wow, have you tried the salmon? It's superb. Hey, I saw you dance. That was great dancing. Okay, whatever. Okay. On Facebook, what a lot of people seem to think they have to do is pitch their business. Hey, are you interested in knowing how I got 10 leads today? Hey, you should see this amazing business. It's absolutely fantastic. This business is going to make millionaires. Imagine if you'd have been in at the start of Facebook or Apple. You get all that kind of crap given to you. And that isn't what Facebook conversational marketing is about, okay? In fact, that will kill your business downright flat. Just had a guy literally message me, and he said, he's messaged me about 5 times before, and every time it's been a pitch. So today, and it's a different business every time. Today he's messaged me, and he said, hey, Paul, how's it going? And I've just gone, I'm great, thanks. And he's gone, I am as well. I'm only marketing one business now. And I left him. And sure enough, he came back and he said, do you want to know what it is? And I said, no, thanks, I'm good. Why? Because he's pitched me 5 times and I've actually unfriended him. Okay. So how do you talk to people? You literally talk to them, but not about your business. That doesn't mean to say that your business won't come up, but you just talk to them, you make small talk. Now, one of the reasons why I say Facebook conversational marketing, because you can do this on Twitter, you can do this in lots of places, okay? But the reason I love Facebook, you've got an advantage over going to a marquee and talking to a room of strangers. Because the strangers on Facebook, you can look at their timeline, and quite often you'll know how many kids they've got, what pets they've got, where they went on holiday last, the sort of TV programs they watch. You even so often know if they're voting Trump or Clinton, like the elections at the minute that are going on. There's a lot of things you can learn just by a quick scan of somebody's timeline. Okay, I saw a program once, and they wanted to show how scary Facebook could be. They went into a bar and they turned on Bluetooth and they searched for devices and they found people and they found their Facebook and they looked on Facebook and they went over to them and went, oh, hi Jeff, how you doing? Not seen you in ages. Now, these people were total strangers and they were just going off the information I had on Facebook. Hey, Jeff, not seen you for ages. How was your holiday in the Maldives? And they were like, yeah, you went to, St. Trinity College, didn't you? Yeah. So you know a lot about that person. You can go and you can talk like that if you wanted to try and convince them that you're an old friend. Now, we don't want to do that. But what we want to do is go, hey, I saw the picture of your car, that car is amazing. Someone's got like a new car or whatever. There's something you could talk about. Hey, I see you keep horses. Now, ideally, if you watch the module on finding your perfect business partner, Okay, you're obviously going to look at somebody's timeline. And an example I often give, my ideal business partner is a guy called John. He lives in Chicago. He's about 45. He drives like a Ford Mondeo. I don't know what the equivalent is in America, but he drives like a Ford Mondeo car. Been trying to make it online for a few years. He's an intelligent guy. He's worked in corporate. He just doesn't quite know how to make it work online. That's kind of my ideal business partner. Okay. If I'm scrolling through somebody's timeline and she's a woman and she's like maybe, I don't know, 38, and she kind of looks like she's from a professional background, she's close enough to my guy, John, I call him. She's close enough to John. Similar sort of age, corporate, she doesn't have to live in Chicago, she could live in England, okay? But, that kind of, very loosely speaking, she could fit. Look at her timeline, okay? And it might be full of hateful stuff, it might be full of politics and stuff like that. Don't want to deal with it, okay? But I can see from her timeline, all those sort of things. See she's trying to make it online. I see she's in a network marketing business. She probably needs some help. One of the ways that you see that we promote is, we this back to the fundamentals campaign, for example, that you're watching this on most likely, is part of what we do to help people have the confidence to join our team because they know that we're going to give them the tools and the training they need to go and make a success of it. Okay, so that woman might be great. That lady might be great for us. Okay, but if I look at somebody's timeline, they're 19 years old, a kid who lives in the Bronx, he's got his baseball cap the wrong way around, and it's full of rap music. I know nothing about rap music. Our age difference is miles apart. I don't wear my caps the wrong way around. Do you know what I mean? We're not likely to be good business partners. Doesn't mean to say I'm right, I'm wrong, he's right, he's wrong, and if he struck up a conversation, I'd certainly speak to him, but I wouldn't go out of my way to start a conversation with them because I've got nothing in common. So when I say go and make small talk, hey, you're into rap music. Yeah, I love Dizzy P. I just made that up. I don't even, I love whatever. And I go, yeah, I know Eminem. Well, Eminem's probably like old-fashioned to him, because he's 19. Okay? Got nothing in common. I can't have that conversation. I get a John, and it's like, oh, hey, John. Hey, I see you got cats. We've got two. What are yours called? I look at that, I see it off their timeline, okay? And when I reach out to speak to people, it's a good idea to look at their timeline. I do it because I want to make it personal. I don't copy and paste messages. Hey, I found you on Facebook and thought it would be good to connect with like-minded individuals that are looking to build their business online. Paste. Next person, paste. Next person, paste. Don't do it. Hey, John, great to meet you. Just looking at your timeline. See you live in Chicago. Always wanted to go, but it looks cold. Is that snow for real? Well, whatever. Okay. Hey, John, found you on the Robert Kiyosaki fan page, and I saw your post you made. Totally agree with it, dude. Rock on. Well done. Good stuff. Hey, John, I saw you like Ray Higdon's training. I saw you liked his post. Ray Higdon is the absolute boss, isn't it? Oh, hey, saw you just moved house. So have I. Just moved like 2 weeks ago. Just getting settled in. How's it going for you? Okay. You see what I'm doing? I'm just talking to people. I'm just making small talk. Now, if you want to build a rapport, you want to build a relationship with somebody, likes. So if I'm looking at somebody, they're dog lovers, well, we've got cats. If they're into saving the planet and green energy and they don't have a car, and I'm a real car head, I like rock music and they like classical music. We've got three things where we're way off. But I could still look at that same person. They've just moved house, something in common. Okay, they also play guitar. So I play guitar, they play guitar, something in common. And we're both in a Facebook group. Third thing in common. Three things in common. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, and I just make small talk. Business may come up. Hey, what do you do? Well, I work online. That's what I say. I work online. Lucky enough, I have a couple of businesses that work really well. Okay, and you speak. I try not to, unless they ask outright, give my business. Try not to. Okay, so here's why. So you're thinking, well, Paul, how come you're making these sales if you're not sharing your business? Okay, well, what I'm a fan of is letting them come to me. So, where's my right. That can go, that can go, that can go. Right. See if you can see this. So this is what I want to do. Timeline. So this is my Facebook timeline. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. Okay, and this is my chats. And I said I'd give you a little tip on how to save time so it doesn't have to take a lot. I say chats with an S because obviously I'm going to speak to more than one person, okay? And I suggest you check out the 100 method that's also part of this. There's a video on something I call the 100 method where I work with 100 people at a time. But you can have 5 chats going on at once quite easily. You can just switch between them because there's always that pause when people are typing, okay? You can easily deal with 4, 5, 6 people at once to save you time, okay? So that's a little insider secret for you. So this is relationship building. And I'll call it small talk, but it's kind of surpasses small talk. You know, I've been speaking to some people today about The Walking Dead, and we get quite passionate about The Walking Dead season 7 premiere. I saw it earlier this morning. Fantastic episode. I can talk to people about The Walking Dead. Okay, we've both got a love of it. We're building that relationship. Okay, it's commonly known, as you see it online, as know, like, whoops, and trust. Okay, I'm building a relationship. We're getting to know each other. Okay. Now on my timeline, what am I doing on my timeline? I'm doing my curiosity posts. Okay, I'm doing my engagement posts. I'm giving value. And that could be in the form of video. Facebook Lives are very hot, incredibly hot at the minute. Facebook Live is hot, guys. You should be doing Facebook Live, okay? So it could be, I could share a blog post. If I write them, you don't have to do blog posts. Most of the time I've made really good money spin without doing blog posts, okay? So blog posts, pics, general. And we've got other trainings on what to put on your timeline. But if I build a relationship with somebody, and there's something that goes across between these two that you should probably already know, but this is engagement. Engagement, okay? If I am speaking to those people, chatting to those people, building a relationship with those people, and I'm engaging on their posts, so Facebook knows that they should show my stuff to them. When I post my curiosity, do you want to know how I made $1,000 today? Say yes, and I'll tell you. Do you want to know how, hey, just created another training, I just uploaded to our free Back to the Fundamentals training. Ask me if you want to get your hands on it. When these people see this, they will come and say to you, Paul, what's this Back to the Fundamentals thing? Paul, what's this? How did you get your $1,000 commission today? Paul, how did you do this? That is how it works. Most people that have joined me have actually come to me because they responded to a post. The only reason they've responded to a post in general is because I've taken the time to build a relationship with them by talking to them. Now, there's something else I want to add, guys. Okay. When I speak to people, I am not thinking of making a sale. I'm thinking of building a relationship and making a connection. If I'm thinking of making a sale, then what can happen is I can fluff it by saying too much and basically putting the prospect off. Okay, they're not prospects. Prospect's the wrong word. I have to use it because it's the kind of talk we use. But they're not prospects, they're people. And all I'm doing is I'm networking, just like I would if I went to a business club. And you never know which person is going to be useful to you or you are going to be useful to them. In terms of, I've connected people without any financial gain, without any benefit other than it's just great to help people. But the thing is, those people remember that. And it's worked with me as well, where people have contacted me out of the blue and say, hey, Paul, meet Jenny. Jenny, interested in Exodus Elite. And I've told her that you are doing really well in it and she should speak to you. Hey, Jenny, and Jenny's joined. Okay, fantastic. Now, if I'd had the attitude that, hey, you know, they didn't buy, you know, or I was just trying to hard sell them, that might never have happened. Okay, so there's a tip for you. Be in the mindset of you're just building your network and let your timeline do the attraction. That's what I do. Okay. Then I'm going to say the other thing is don't be emotionally attached, okay, to the outcome. If I go to a restaurant tonight for dinner and the waiter comes over at the end of the meal and says, would you like a dessert, sir? And I go, no, because I'm trying to lose some weight, I'm on a diet. He doesn't go out the back and he doesn't cry in the kitchen. He's not emotionally attached to the outcome, whether I have a dessert or not, even though he's probably under pressure to sell desserts or coffees because they make a lot of profit on desserts and coffees. Okay, but he's not emotionally attached to the outcome. And I'm not. If somebody asks me about my business and says, no, they're not interested, I'm not emotionally attached. Now, I say to people, and it sounds harsh, I don't care whether you join me or not. And I put that out sometimes, and it sounds harsh. But here's the thing. If I cared passionately whether you join me or not, okay, and if you say no, I'm emotionally distraught for the rest of the day, can't work. Oh, they said no. If you say no and I'm not emotionally attached, okay, not for them, that's cool. I can just carry on, move on, carry on with my network. If somebody says yes and they do want to join my business, that is the point. I'm passionate about your success. It's why I do trainings like this. It's why I work with people that are happy to share information you value, just like this, okay? And that's really why it all works so well, okay? That's what's worked really well for me. I hope it works well for you. So there you go. That's probably enough of me and Phoebe the cat talking. Hopefully you got value from this. And, if I can do it, you can do it. I'll see you on the next video.